So, one of the most challenging but important things that a woman can do is to forgive her father. But before I get into that, if we haven't met, hi there. My name's Sarah Kennedy. I'm a mentor for women. And what I do is I help women have happy, healthy, deeply loving relationships with either the man in her life or the future man in her life. But if you want that kind of relationship, it is so important that you heal the relationship with your father and that you forgive him. Because if you don't, there's probably already two things that you're doing in your relationships with men. One is that you're expecting men to treat you in the same way that your father treated you. So, for example, if you had a really aloof father, then you expect that men are aloof, and then you accept having an emotionally aloof partner. And the other thing that you're probably already doing is that you're projecting the pain that you're holding onto in your heart at your father towards your partner or just towards men in general. And these two things will just literally sabotage your relationships with men. So when I'm working with a client, there is a really rich, really deep, profound healing process that I guide her through to heal her relationship with her father and just to forgive him. And this is so that she can have that happy, healthy relationship with a human man, but it's also just so she can feel good in her own body, so she can feel a sense of love and freedom inside her own heart. So, I wanted to, on Father's Day, give you just a little something that you can do for yourself at home. So, what I want you to do when you have time is just to sit down, take a couple of breaths, and settle in. And then there's some healing words that I want you to either say out loud or you can just say them in your own mind quietly to yourself. So, the first thing we're going to do is say healing words of forgiveness towards our Father. And so, what I important thing I want to say here is we're not condoning your father. If you had an abusive father or just a father that wasn't really available, we're not condoning that behavior. We're just forgiving it because it's the reality of what happened, and there's nothing else you can do now. There's nothing else you can do. You can walk around with pain and anger in your heart for the rest of your life, or you can forgive. That's the choice you have now. And that's the only choice available to you now. And so, if you want to embark on the path of healing and forgiveness, here are some healing words to say. So, the first one is you're going to say, I forgive my father for all the ways he could not show me love because I know he was only cut off from his own heart. I forgive my father for the ways he could not fully see me because I know that meant that his eyes were just clouded. I forgive my father for all of the ways that he abandoned me because I know that he felt abandoned by his own father and by God. I forgive my father for the ways that he harmed me because I know that means that he never felt protected. Then we're going to say some healing words of forgiveness to yourself. So I want you to say, I forgive myself for deciding that because my father didn't know how to show love, that meant no man knew how to show love and that no man would ever fully choose me and love me. I forgive myself for that false decision. I forgive myself for expecting that no man would ever delight in the brightness of my own being. I forgive myself for expecting that no man would ever protect the tenderness of my own heart. I forgive myself for all of the false decisions that I made about myself and about men because of my father. And then just take a breath. Let those words percolate inside of you. If there's any emotions or tears that come up from these words, just allow them. These emotions are stored inside your own heart and they're just coming up to be released. And any tears that might be there, these are cleansing tears. These are cleansing tears for your own healing. So I know, believe me, I know from my own process and from working with hundreds of clients over the last 12 years that this little thing is just a little thing. I know that this journey is deep and wide and that it takes time, but feel free to come back to these words of healing over and over again because they will begin this journey for you. And I can promise you, this is one of the most life changing for you and for your relationship journeys that you will ever go on as a woman. So if you feel like there's another woman in your life that might benefit from this video, please send it to her or just press share on this video. So I would love to get this video out to more women on Father's Day. And I wish you a very, very happy Father's Day.